Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic, and this video will be a little bit different. I won't build anything, I'll just try to explain 10 ideas which I have and would like to see in the Scrap Mechanic. And this actually is a replay video because moonbo made discussion video about his 10 ideas he would like to see in Scrap Mechanic, and some of his ideas actually made me think about what I would like to see, so I decided to make like a replay video or something like that where I will try to explain my 10 ideas. So let's start. Alright, let's start with the first one, and the first idea is that you can suck color from nearby blocks. For example, let's say you have this wood here and then you have concrete, for example, here, and you have painted them, let's say, in green color. Let's say you have concrete, now the wood in green color, and you want, and now you have some like a red color, and you want this part to be green as well. For example, you would press like a middle mouse button and then it will suck in the paint tool like a sample from this color, and then it will go in the paint tool, and you won't need to go in the paint tool and change color yourself. I guess it will be really useful. And moonbo had similar idea. His idea was like to be able to change default color for blocks. So if you, for example, take metal block, you can just make it white or black or whatever, and then it will be here in the same color as well. And actually it's pretty good idea. Alright, and the next idea also came from moonbo's video, and he was showing that it will be cool if you could like set what you want to control from the driver's seat. So let me just make the same setup so you understand a little bit better. So let's say you have seat and you have forward thruster and backward thruster. Usually you'll need to use some converters or something to control the reverse thrust from the driver's seat, which is kind of tricky to make. And his idea to have like a press C and then you can like adjust which controls what. But my idea is that you could like on the driver's seat there will be like 3 points where you can attach like brakes with the W and the brakes with S and forward with the W, yeah, something like that. And that you could like attach, for example, forward thrust to the gas pedal and backward thruster on the brake pedal, and the driving and the steering on the driver's seat. So yeah, basically there will be like 3 points where you can attach, and I guess yeah, it will be really useful. So let's go to the next one. So the next one, let's see my list. So next one, about bearings. Let me show this idea. This actually I believe many will like. So let's take the controller, where's the controller, and let's take the bearing and let's just put it down. For example, you have some correlation with many bearings, and when you attach them together, it's really sometimes really hard to see which is which and where it goes and so on. It would be really cool if you could go on the bearing and just press E, and then you can edit here. For example, let's say the first one, let's see where the first one, this, let's say you want first one, for example, 90 degrees, and then you can just go to this one and change it, and it would save in the controller. I guess it will be really useful and really practical. Alright, let's go to the next idea, which is a bigger backpack. Yeah, I have written bigger backpack, and with that I meant, see the backpack, it's like on the bottom, and here's up here there's this empty area which is not used. So yeah, it will be really useful to move this backpack higher so you could have more objects in the screen. And it looks like I believe if you would move it almost to the top of the screen, it will fit all the original blocks in one screen. Yeah, it will be really useful and faster for building. So let's see what is the next one. Manage flat world and terrain. Oh, let me explain what I mean with that. As you can see, there is this terrain world, and there behind this fence there's this flat world. And if you look, both worlds are really small, and it will be really useful if there will be like a terrain world and there around will be flat world, and there will be only one world, so you wouldn't need to choose flat or terrain, and you have both worlds in one. And I guess it will be really useful, because right now, I guess you know, behind this fence there's already like a flat world which is not used, and there's only this world bound around. So they could like increase the world bound and make it so there's only one world with flat world outside this terrain, and if you want to use just a flat, you can freely use it. Alright, and next one is, it's kind of picky, but I decided to include it in my list, is that you could make like not make, but that there will be furniture already, pre-made furniture basically. So in the inventory there'll be, because there is these toilets and seats and so on, will be cool if there's like a chairs and some beds, like pre-made beds, because there's matters. It will be really useful if there's really already pre-made some furniture, some tables and so on. And it won't use many blocks to make like a table, because right now you have to use like pipes and metal block, and as you can see the metal block is really thick and it doesn't really look that good. Alright, let's go to the next one, and oh, the next one is really actually useful as well. The next idea is that there will be aluminium block, because right now there is this metal block which is heavy weight, and there is no other block which to use for building cars, and it only makes sense that in the scrap mechanic world there will be aluminium, so you can make like cars and so on from the aluminium and use metal for something else. Because right now there is no like official block which to use for cars, because metal is really heavy, and for flying things it's really bad. Even for driving things sometimes it's really heavy. So yeah, I guess aluminium block will be really useful. As you can see, I already made one, but it's not a regional one, and I have to include the most download link in all of my creations, so it's not really convenient, and I believe aluminum will be really useful. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Dedicated hotbars for tools. Oh yeah, as you can see with this recent update, now you can switch with the hotbars with the Alt and Q, and actually it will be really useful if there will be like a dedicated hotbar for all the weapons. So let's say there is these ones, and then you wouldn't need to pick it out, yeah, and then you could just delete this tools section here, make the backpack about on this full screen, and then the alt tools will always be in one of your hotbars. Maybe there's like a fourth one, or maybe just two for objects and third one dedicated for tools. I believe it will be really useful and less time consuming to drag and drop these tools, because they are used all the time. Alright, and the next one, I believe it's ninth one, is paid player objects placing for multiplayer. Because right now, for example, if I place like some metal block here, anyone can join the game, and of course there's this bug where everyone can join your game. So if I make something and I haven't saved, someone can actually come in, delete it, and I'm screwed actually once it happened. And after that I made like security thingy where I always have some block, this time it's this one, which is like unique ID, and if I don't want people to join my game, I just place it anywhere on the ground, and now when people join, the game simply crashes. So yeah, and the last one is for Armbar's Factory. Yeah, I'm not really sure if that's possible, at least in this creative mode. Well, it is possible, but if it's useful to have like a buildings in this world, because right now it just feels like a empty world with no real destinations or something. Yeah, it would be really cool if they add like some buildings or something before the survival mode, so you can explore them and maybe set like a spawn point or something in the buildings. It will just add this realistic feel if there will be some buildings. But yeah, I guess that's all of my ideas, at least for now. I'll put a link to moonbo's video in the description, so you can check his ideas as well. But yeah, these were my ideas which I thought will be really useful. So yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in some other videos. Bye.